Well, it took 8 years, but the president and I are finally on the same page. Go vote! And when you do, keep him in mind, won't you? Rachel.
Thank you, Kent. Amen to that.
Let me just say this about press bias and objectivity. The notion of liberal bias in the media is not a fantasy, it's a fact if we're talking about the orientation of people who go into journalism. However, it's also true that conservatives whine about it too much. And
how would you characterize her?
Plucky, perky, and scares the hell out of me.
Let's see, drop the taxes, drop socialism. Okay, let's see, you're here with your 2-year-old and you're already in debt. Why are you here today, sir?
Because I hear a president say that he believed in what Lincoln stood for. Lincoln's primary thing was he believed that people had the right to liberty. And they had the right...
Sir, what does this have to do with taxes? What does this have to do with your taxes? Do you realize that you're eligible for a $400 credit?
Finish my point. Lincoln believed that people had the right to share in the fruits of their own labor and that government should not take it. And we have clearly gotten to that point.
Wait, right. Did you know that the state of Lincoln gets $50 billion out of these stimulus? That's $50 billion for this state, sir.
And the punchline was a line that Hillary Clinton was a white bitch.
Some women, by the way, are named that, and it's accurate.
Now more than ever, people want to know, is he in denial? Does he get it?
It's bad in Iraq.
President Bush and his closest ally, British Prime Minister Tony Blair, have stood shoulder to shoulder on the Iraq War since the very beginning. But 3 years since the U.S. invasion, the two are still adamant their Iraq mission is sound. President Bush didn't just drink the Kool-Aid, he made it. But perhaps now it's a little less sweet.
But you claim he was born in the Kenyan slums. You say that as a fact.
They're finally hearing me. Once he's an angry black guy. I do believe that about the president. I do believe he's angry.
This guy has real issues with race, real issues.
You have a black president trying to destroy a white policeman.
This president, I think, has exposed himself as a guy over and over and over again who has a deep-seated hatred for white people or the white culture. I don't know what it is. This guy is, I believe, a racist.
And sympathy for her. Let's not forget, and I'll be brutal, the reason she's a U.S. Senator, the reason she's a candidate for president, the reason she may be a front runner is her husband messed around.
Yeah, but
that's how she got to be senator from New York. We keep forgetting it. She didn't win there on her merit. She won because everybody felt, my God, this woman stood up under
suicide more. They do drugs more. They go to jail more. They commit more crimes. They are the victims of far more crimes.